In the middle of the Namibian desert sits a German colonial town slowly being swallowed by sand. Kolmanskop was built during a diamond rush in the early 1900s. It had a hospital, a ballroom, even a bowling alley in the middle of the desert. When the diamonds ran out, the people disappeared. Now sand fills the rooms up to the windows. Beneath the streets of Centralia, Pennsylvania, a coal mine has been on fire since 1962. The ground cracks open. Smoke rises from the earth. The government relocated almost everyone, but a handful of residents refused to leave and still live there today above an underground fire that could burn for another 250 years. Deep in a German forest stands a massive abandoned hospital complex. Built in the 1800s, it treated hundreds of thousands of patients, including a young Adolf Hitler after he was wounded in World War I. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Soviet military abandoned it overnight, leaving everything behind: medical equipment, patient files, all still there. These places were once full of dreams, ambitions, and everyday life. Now they stand as silent reminders that nothing lasts forever. If you want to see more forgotten corners of the world, subscribe. Because there are hundreds more stories waiting to be told. Imagine walking through a city where thousands of people once lived. Now completely silent. No voices, no footsteps, just the wind moving through broken windows and empty streets. These places are real, and their stories are darker than you think. In 1986, the city of Pripyat in Ukraine had 50,000 residents. Schools, hospitals, amusement parks, all full of life. Then one night, everything changed. The Chernobyl nuclear disaster forced every single person to leave within 48 hours. They were told it was temporary. They never came back. Today, nature has taken over. Trees grow through apartment floors. A Ferris wheel that was never used still stands in the park. Off the coast of Japan sits a small island that was once the most densely populated place on Earth. Hashima Island housed thousands of coal miners and their families. When the coal ran out in 1974, everyone left within weeks. The buildings still stand. The furniture is still inside. It looks like everyone simply vanished. In the middle of the Namibian desert sits a German colonial town slowly being swallowed by sand. Kolmanskop was built during a diamond rush in the early 1900s. It had a hospital, a ballroom, even a bowling alley. In the middle of the desert, when the diamonds ran out, the people disappeared. Now sand fills the rooms up to the windows. Beneath the streets of Centralia, Pennsylvania, a coal mine has been on fire since 1962. The ground cracks open. Smoke rises from the earth. The government relocated almost everyone, but a handful of residents refused to leave and still live there today above an underground fire that could burn for another 250 years. Deep in a German forest stands a massive abandoned hospital complex. Built in the 1800s, it treated hundreds of thousands of patients, including a young Adolf Hitler after he was wounded in World War I. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Soviet military abandoned it overnight, leaving everything behind. Medical equipment, patient files, all still there. These places were once full of dreams, ambitions, and everyday life. Now they stand as silent reminders that nothing lasts forever. If you want to see more forgotten corners of the world, subscribe, because there are hundreds more stories waiting to be told But the story doesn't end there. Around the world, hundreds more places hide secrets that most people will never see. On a remote island in Scotland sits Inchkeith, an abandoned military fortress used during both World Wars. Soldiers lived, trained, and died here. Today, the buildings are crumbling, the weapons are rusting, and the island is completely off limits to the public. In the heart of Taiwan, an entire apartment complex called Sanji Pod City was built in the 1970s as a luxury resort. Construction stopped suddenly after a series of mysterious deaths. Workers refused to continue. The futuristic pod-shaped building sat empty for decades, haunted by rumors of ghosts and curses, before finally being demolished in 2008. No one ever lived there. These places remind us that human ambition always has limits. Cities rise, cities fall, and sometimes they simply disappear.